Hi Aries, this is your March 13th through March 19th weekly tarot reading. We'll have 5 separate spreads in this weekly reading. We'll have a spread on new love, a separate spread on love in an existing relationship or marriage. I'll then do the X spread. After that, we'll talk about your work, your business, and your finances. And at the end, we'll see what you're not expecting to happen this week. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell to get notified to support this channel. This first spread is a new love this week. We have the Devil clarified by the 7 of Wands. We have the World clarified by Justice. We have the 3 of Wands. In the potential outcome, we have the Hierophant with the Lovers and the 10 of Cups. And we have the Sun on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Capricorn, Libra, Taurus, Gemini, Leo. We're pretty much any zodiac sign. We've got quite a few major arcana cards. I count 6. That's more than half. There's more major arcana cards on the table than minor arcana cards. You have 2 commitment and marriage cards. Both of them are in the potential outcome. Right? What I can tell you right away is there is an ending and a brand new beginning. Okay? Or there is a transition. There is definitely some kind of a transition. And whatever this ending is, it's a happy end. It's a happy end for you. Okay? So some of you could be dealing with 2 people, and you could be rejecting one person, so you could move forward with another person. Perhaps for some of you, the universe kept sending you same type of people, and you kept getting yourself involved with those people, and you were getting disappointed. One after another. And then at some point you finally realize that perhaps you shouldn't let people like that in, let toxic people into your life, and that's when the universe is like, alright, so you've learned your lesson, here's the good one, here's the right person for you. For others of you, perhaps if you're dealing with just one person and you went out on a few dates and then you discovered something about this person, that they had some kind of a whatever they had was unacceptable to you. It was a deal breaker. Perhaps they were drinking or they were doing something else that you couldn't deal with that stuff, right? And you told them, you know what, I like you, but this one thing is a deal breaker. It's unacceptable to me. And this person kicked it to the curb, they took care of it, they stopped doing it, and now the 2 of you can move forward. So those are the scenarios I see. Right? Let's unfold this real quick. Let's try to be quick about this. We start off with the Devil, right? The Devil could be a Capricorn you're dealing with. The Devil is clarified by the 7 of Wands. The 7 of Wands is a card of somebody who is on active defense. It's like a repellent. It's like, don't come close to me. Or the 7 of Wands could be, you basically kicking somebody out of your life. Okay? Some of you are dealing with 2 people and you're rejecting one of them. For others of you, like I said earlier, perhaps at some point in the past you just kept getting involved with the same type of people and it was the same crap show over and over again, and at some point you told yourself, you know what, I need to stop. Right? And that's what you did. Right? Here comes the World clarified by Justice. The World is my happy end card. This is when one chapter of your life comes to an end and a new chapter of your life, a better chapter of your life is about to begin. The World could have been, again, you saying no more to that type of personalities, or this is something that's coming to an end between you and a Capricorn, or a very toxic person. You could be, like I said, dumping one person, rejecting one person, especially if they're crazy or something like that. Or it could have been that deal breaker. Remember how I said the person you were dealing with could have some kind of an addiction or something that was unacceptable to you, and they stopped doing that. Right? They stopped doing that so the 2 of you could move forward. Justice, clarifying the World, could be a Libra you were dealing with, or Justice is karma. Karma in a very positive way. Karma is a complicated thing, but if we strip it down all the way, then karma is either positive or negative. So you're getting positive karma. We have the 3 of Wands in the middle. The 3 of Wands is a card of somebody who made up their mind, somebody who made a decision, and after that there is no turning back. Right? Again, it could be you deciding between 2 people and deciding on one of them. It could be you now deciding to move forward with this person if they took care of whatever that thing that was unacceptable to you. Right? And the rest is history. In the potential outcome, we have the Hierophant with the Lovers and the Ten of Cups. Both the Hierophant and the Ten of Cups are commitment or marriage cards. The Hierophant could be a Taurus you're dealing with. The Ten of Cups is often referred to as the happily ever after card. The Lovers in the middle, again, another choice card. Right? But at the same time, it could be a Gemini you're dealing with, but the Lovers, in my opinion, is the best card when it comes to the actual love connection between two people. It's a card of a soulmate connection. It's a card of a twin flame connection, if you believe in twin flames. And the Lovers could simply be the lover of your life. The Sun on the bottom of the deck is a Leo card, or the Sun is the happiest card in the deck. It's also a clarity card. But with the Sun card, we always feel joy, we always feel loved, we always feel on top of the world. So yeah, Aries, it's a bit complicated right here, right? I see 3 or even 4 scenarios as to how this starts, but at the end of the day, you definitely have a commitment coming up. You can always leave me a comment and let me know exactly what the scenario that is most applicable to you, or perhaps there's something else that's happening here. But again, there's definitely a transition or an ending and a new beginning, and most definitely a commitment at the end. All right, I'm not going to do an extended for you. Really happy for you, Aries. Congratulations. Aries, if you are already married or if you're in a relationship, the spread is for you. We have the Ten of Swords, clarified by the Ten of Wands. We have the Wheel of Fortune, clarified by the Page of Pentacles. We have the Hierophant, and we have the Emperor on the bottom of the deck. Some kind of an obstacle is removed. Some kind of burden is no longer there, and now you can move forward. Let me give you an example. Say you want to remodel your house, but first you have to submit paperwork or blueprints with your local government, and you did that, and they were taking their time. So this week they will finally finish the review of all that paperwork, and they give you the green light. So this is just an example. But something is definitely, it's like removed, or something that, some kind of an obstacle is no longer in the way. Speaking of that, the Ten of Swords, the first card that came out, is clarified by the Ten of Wands. Right, so we got the Ten of Swords, 1 10, the Ten of Wands is the other one, the Wheel of Fortune is the third 10. Right? Yeah, the Ten of Swords is a card of an abrupt ending, or just an ending. The type of an ending that this issue, whatever that issue was, is no longer coming back, right? The Ten of Wands is that issue. It's a card of a burden, it's a card of an obstacle, something that's taken a toll on us, something that's tough, rough, that type of stuff. So it's no longer going to be in the way. And therefore, with the Wheel of Fortune, you can now proceed, you can now move forward, you can now start, or you can now continue with something, or you can now go somewhere, right? That's what I think the Wheel of Fortune is. The Page of Pentacles, clarifying it, I clarified it just in case. You know, the Page of Pentacles could be some kind of a payment that you made to process some kind of an application, or to process this paperwork submission. Right? Or the Page of Pentacles, perhaps this is you now putting a down payment on something. If you are remodeling your house, perhaps now you can, do a down payment on all the stuff you need to purchase, or you need to hire somebody to help you with that. Right? Or now you can move forward with marriage, right? Perhaps something was in the way, and since it's no longer there, now the two of you could get married. Now the two of you can move in together, take it to the next level. The Hierophant right next to the deck is that next level. It is a card of a commitment or marriage. It could be your existing one, right? Or it could be your upcoming one. The Emperor on the bottom of the deck, that's you. That is your major arcana card, Aries. Alright, so I hope that makes sense. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Aries, this week. Keep in mind, it doesn't have to be the most recent ex. We have the Five of Swords, clarified by the King of Cups. We have the Nine of Wands. We have the Seven of Swords, clarified by the Eight of Cups. And we also have Judgment on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. So yeah, we got this King of Cups all the way to your left, clarifying the Five of Swords. It could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or somebody with a lot of water in their chart. Judgment on the bottom of the deck is a card of somebody coming back from the past, and it's also a card of making a judgment call. And I think you would be the one making this judgment call. And I think it's going to be a very quick, very swift decision on your part, because there's nothing here for you. The rest of the spread is just bad. It's just bad. Seriously. The Five of Swords that the King of Cups is clarifying is a card of a, severing ties in an ugly way. There could have been, or must have been, actually a major fight or final fight. The Nine of Wands in the middle is a card of a wounded warrior. This is a card of somebody who says, I'd rather not get back in there. And then we have the Seven of Swords clarified by the Eight of Cups. And Seven of Swords is a card of a cheater, it's a card of a deception, it's a card of somebody who sneaks around. The Eight of Cups clarifying it, I think this is you turning your back and walking away, as far away from this person as possible, because they're bad news. They're just bad news. Okay, even if they're on their best behavior for the first couple of weeks, it will eventually go down the drain, and I think you know that. So I think it's going to be a quick decision on your part to not even bother with this person. All right, cool. Let's talk about your work, the business, and your finances, Aries. This week we have the World, the Sun, Temperance, and we have the Four of Swords on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Leo or Sagittarius. To be honest with you, Aries, I don't really see much work happening. Quite the opposite. I see you taking some time off. If you do it, but it doesn't mean that you're unemployed. For some of you could be unemployed, but at the same time, you're really happy about what's going on, right? You're really happy. For some of you, you could be finishing up some kind of a project, or you could be closing a big business deal, and now you're going to be taking a couple of days off. Or you could be on vacation, you could be retiring. If you are actually working during this week, then it's going to be a very calm week. The Four of Swords on the bottom of the deck, you see that person laying down, this person is not really doing much work. Right? The Four of Swords, it's you taking a break. You could be on vacation, you could be taking a couple of days off. The World, the first card that came out, is my happy end card, right? So this is when something comes to an end, but you're happy about it, right? For some of you, again, you could be going on vacation and you no longer have to work for the next couple of weeks, or you could be closing a business deal and now you're going to be relaxing for a couple of days, right? Things like that. The World is also someplace remote, right? So for those of you who are not working, perhaps you're someplace warm, chilling by the beach. The Sun in the middle is the happiest card in the deck, and it is a card of someplace warm. Temperance right next to the deck it's a card of, it's a card of somebody who is just remaining calm, right? Temperance is a card of patience. With Temperance, nobody is in a hurry. With Temperance, perhaps if you had a crazy couple of months or a crazy couple of weeks, now you're sort of healing, right? Perhaps you were overworked, you burnt yourself out, so now you need to relax. That's what I see here. All right? Cool. Let's see what you're not expecting to happen this week, Aries. We have the Queen of Swords clarified by the Knight of Swords. We have the Three of Cups clarified by the Page of Cups, the Fool, and the Nine of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. What you're not expecting is either this Queen of Swords inviting you to go to some kind of an event, right? Or if you are already going to an event yourself, you may run into this person there. And I think it's going to be like a really happy reunion. All right. If this person is inviting you to go somewhere, then I think you're gonna go. Right. So we've got the Queen of Swords clarified by the Knight of Swords. So it's probably, or most likely, is an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, right? The Knight of Swords is not only an air sign indicator, since it's the fastest knight out of all four knights, it could be a card of traveling, right? So again, it could be you traveling to some kind of an event, party, gathering of some sort, and this person will also be there, or this person may reach out to you and invite you to go somewhere, right? And the rest of the spread is celebration, right? The Three of Cups and that over could be a card of a reunion, or it is a card of a party, event, gathering of some sorts. The Nine of Cups on the bottom of the deck is also a card of an event or party in some tarot decks, right? And the Nine of Cups is also a card of a wish come true, or it's a card of personal satisfaction and fulfillment. The Page of Cups, clarifying the Three of Cups, could be an invitation coming from this Queen of Swords. Or if you run into this person, if you're already going out, then the Page of Cups, this is the two of you, catching up, reconnecting. Perhaps you haven't seen this person in a while. For some of you, you could be meeting a new person at some kind of an event, and the two of you will definitely connect, could become really good friends. right? The Fool right next to the deck is actually one of your major arcana cards, Aries, right? That's you. And at the same time, the Fool is a card of taking a leap of faith, going somewhere, just feeling no obligation, feeling free, that kind of deal, right? So yeah, it feels happy. It feels very celebratory. All right, so yeah, that's what I have for you, Aries, for this week. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also share and subscribe. And other than that, Aries, have an amazing week.